Thought Forms by Annie Besant and C.W. Leadbeater, 1905, a visual guide to astral manifestations. Explore the metaphysical realm where human thoughts take tangible shape. Based on Annie Besant and C.W. Leadbeater's pioneer 1905 work on how our thoughts manifest as visible forms in the astral plane. Origins of Thought Forms. Theosophical Society Foundations. Founded in 1875, the Society created the intellectual foundation for exploring unseen metaphysical realms. Besant and Leadbeater collaboration. These prominent theosophists combined their clairvoyant abilities to document astral observations. Publication in 1905. Their groundbreaking work presented the first systematic study of thought visualization. The nature of thought energy. Mental vibrations. Thoughts emit specific vibrations that take form in the astral plane. Each thought creates a unique energetic signature. The emotional intensity behind a thought determines its strength and persistence. Powerful emotions create longer lasting forms. Forming manifestation. These vibrations organize ethereal matter into distinct shapes. Shapes range from simple geometrics to complex structures. The color language of thoughts. Love. It is represented by the color pink to crimson. Crimson is a rich deep red color with a slight bluish or purplish hue. Pure affection appears as soft rose pink. Romantic love shows deeper crimson hues. Selfless love manifests as brilliant rose. The color for intellect is yellow. Abstract thinking produces clear yellow tones. Intellectual pursuits create structured geometric yellow forms. Spirituality is represented by the colors blue and violet. Spiritual devotion generates deep blue colors. Higher spiritual insights appear as luminous violet or indigo. Negative thought manifestations. Anger. It manifests as sharp, jagged red-black forms. These forms project outward with hook-like extensions toward their target. Fear. It creates gray-brown, templing masses with no definite shape. They appear as quivering clouds surrounding the thinker. Jealousy. Forms appear as murky green shapes with sharp edges. They often snake toward the object of jealousy. Depression produces heavy, dark gray masses that hang over and envelop the thinker. They create a downward pull. Positive thought manifestations. Compassion. It creates soft, embracing forms in gentle green tones. These shapes extend outward in protective patterns around others. Gratitude. They appear as rising, bubble-like forms in blue-pink hues. They ascend upward in gentle expanding waves. Joy manifests as radiating starbursts of bright yellow and orange. These forms pulse and expand with energy, rhythmic energy. Deep meditation creates symmetrical mandala-like patterns in violet and gold. These forms show remarkable geometric precision. Collective thought forms appear in events such as religious gatherings, musical performances, political rallies, meditation groups. When it comes to religious gatherings, unified devotional thoughts create massive dome-like structures above worship spaces. These forms amplify spiritual connection. Musical performances. Shared emotional responses to music generate synchronized rhythmic patterns. These forms reflect the music's structure. Political rallies. Strong collective emotions create powerful egregores with distinct characteristics. This can influence wider social spheres. Meditation groups. Focused spiritual practice creates coherent, harmonized thought structures. These enhance individual meditation experiences. This is how thought forms affect others. A person generates a thought form through concentrated thinking. Emotional intensity determines form strength. The form detaches and moves through astral space. It travels towards its subject or intended target. The form encounters another person's aura. It resonates with matching vibrations in the recipient. The form transfers its energy to the recipient. This subtly affects their thoughts and feelings. There are three types of thought forms in nature: nature spirits, geographic imprints, and elemental kingdoms. The author described devas and nature spirits as conscious entities. These beings interact with plant and mineral kingdoms. Geographic imprints. Places accumulate thought impressions over time. Ancient sites, such as the Acropolis, carry centuries of thought energy. Elemental kingdoms. Elements have their own consciousness and thought patterns. Water, fire, earth, and air each manifest distinct forms. The science of clairvoyant observation. Perceptual training. The two authors developed systematic methods for astral sight. They trained to perceive beyond physical limitations. They established strict guidelines for verification and they had an observation protocol. Each observation required confirmation from both seers. The authors work with skilled artists to visualize their perceptions. This captures the essence of these non-physical forms. Their meticulous records created a taxonomy of thought forms. They categorized by origin, structure, and influence. Thought forms of music. Besant and Leadbeater observed that different musical compositions created distinctive thought forms. Classical pieces generated complex structure patterns reflecting their emotional content. Thought forms have many practical applications, including self-transformation, healing practices, environmental influence, social harmony, and spiritual growth. When it comes to self-transformation, conscious thought cultivation creates positive change. When it comes to healing practices, directed thought forms can promote wellness. When it comes to environmental influence, thoughts affect spaces and their atmosphere. How about social harmony? Collective positive thinking improves communities. And when it comes to spiritual growth, thought discipline aids higher consciousness. Modern interpretations. Contemporary scientific fields show varying degrees of alignment with concepts from thought forms. Quantum physics offers the strongest parallels through observer effects and field theories. We also have psychology, neuroscience, medicine, and environmental science. Developing thought form perception. According to theosophical teachings, developing perception of thought forms requires systemic training of subtle senses. This begins with meditation and progresses through various awareness practices. Here is an easy to understand layout of those practices. Meditation practice. Regular meditation quiets mental noise. Energy awareness. Subtle body exercises enhance sensitivity. Visualization training. Imagining forms strengthens inner sight. Emotional refinement. Recognizing subtle feelings reveals thought impacts. And perceptual integration. Combining insights leads to direct perception. The legacy of thought forms. The concepts in thought forms continue to influence various fields of study, including contemporary consciousness studies, energy healing systems, artistic movements, and theosophical foundation. The book's central insight that consciousness shapes reality remains a provocative and enduring idea. If you found value here, like, share, and subscribe to stay ahead with actionable insights. I partner exclusively with top performing entrepreneurs and executives ready to elevate their success. Apply through the link in the description to secure your edge.